Everybody, this is Ginger's Chat Show, and I hope my webcam behaves itself today. When I was talking to my daughter last Friday, it was acting up, and I don't know if it's just Facebook's issues or what the problem was. So I'm going to try again and see if I could get a hold of her. Instead of her calling me, I call her. On the Facebook Live, or Facebook chat, FaceTime chat. Anyway, I hope I find you guys safe and well and recovering from the various storms that hit over the weekend. As I said last Friday, I bet those that live in Florida are going to be dreading hurricane season. Hey, Dorothy! How are things in West Florida? I hope okay. Some areas like Kansas and Nebraska didn't fare so well, storm-wise. And there was a Draco, I think that's how it's pronounced, Draco, that hit Kansas, and all the way from Kansas down to northern Texas, the Panhandle area of Texas, and caused widespread wind damage and everything else. In other words, there was straight line winds and very high and very wide, and so it caused a lot of problems. Yeah, here it's 60 degrees. It's not too bad. I have, like I said, when I talked to my friend Karen Hobbs, she lives in Oklahoma, Bartlesville, and she says 60 degrees. She says it's getting warm there. Bartlesville is now in the process of rebuilding, because remember they had that tornado hit last week with them. Here at 60 degrees, humidity's not too bad. I have one window open. I live on the third floor, so up here it gets pretty warm because, roof is my last stop up there. So when it does really get warm, I'll have all three windows open and have the fan on, just to get the air circulation and everything, because sometimes, yes, we do occasionally get light wind, but sometimes it doesn't always happen. So we have to kind of watch that. So you might have to drag out your AC and, do your best with it. And just make sure you stay hydrated, drink lots of water and everything. I'll have to order myself a case of water too, and I go through Safeway on my groceries, so, and I have it delivered. Wish I had my own car, it'd be simpler, but with my shoulder issues and everything else, it's a little hard for me to lift, and of course, anything. Anyway, in the news, I don't know if you guys heard about it or you subscribe to Minus Touch. And if you want more information from Minus Touch, go sign on, subscribe, but also subscribe to their newsletter that they put out. It's more in-depth, gives you an idea more what's going on with it, especially the law-wise. And of course, Trump does not do a very good job of vetting people. He just picks them. And he thinks that they'll be yes people. He doesn't vet the employees very well. Well, Blanche didn't do a very good job. I'm not defending Trump, don't get me wrong. But I find it kind of comical. Blanche is sort of like a Keystone Cop, if you will. and he was trying to drag out Michael Cohen's last cross as long as he can. Well, the jury was really getting kind of bored, and I would assume the judge would just put his foot down and told him stop meandering around and get to the point. And usually on a cross, they're in and out. You know, they make it quick because they want to get over it too and move on. But I suspect that Blanche was being instructed by Trump to drag it on as much as they can. Well, then Trump turns around and complains, oh, it's going too slow. Well, he can't make up his mind. He lost his ding dong. Let's put it this way. He lost his mind. And he won't listen to anybody or anything except for himself. And that's why a number of lawyers have just dumped him. A lot of them won't work with him because he won't listen. And so Blanche kind of screwed his own reputation by representing Trump. Alina Habas needs to learn that Trump is no longer president. And stop calling him that. Call him Mr. Trump or whatever, or Trump or whatever his designation is. He's no longer president. Now, of course, the GOP now is in trouble because his daughter-in-law, Trump's daughter-in-law, took it over. Well, they don't have any money because Trump was trying to take their money, which is a big no-no, because that's a campaign violation. So, we'll have to wait and see on that one, but there's no money for any of the races, federal races for like Senate and Congress and everything else, because it's not there. And people aren't donating. People have left the GOP. All that's left is the MAGAs, and they're very, very small, tiny little group. And they're not going to win. And many of the other previous Congress and everything else, GOP, have left in Congress. They're not going to run again because it's frustration. It's always a roadblock. And Marjorie Greene is micromanaging, which she shouldn't be doing. She has no business doing it. And they should be doing their job. And they should have, like last Friday, they should have not gone up to the trial of last Friday. People dislike that. It's supposed to be the congressional branch and the judicial branch are co-equal branches. So I don't think those guys that went up there to support Trump, like Gates and Green and Boebert and everything else, I don't think they studied civics very well. I think they skipped some classes. Okay. So, my thing is, I think now Trump will be found guilty. He'll be convicted. Well, guilty and conviction is the same thing, but it's interchangeable. But and also, I hope the judge will stick Trump in jail and keep him there since he's convicted. He's convicted on all 41 counts, which is the felony. Okay. Keep him there, not allow him to travel anywhere, lock the wheels on his plane, and not let him go, yank his passport, and not allow him to go anywhere except in the jail cell, and keep him there until sentencing. And I hope they don't drag on the thing on sentencing. They need to do sentencing like now. like, do it right after the conviction and say, you're hereby sentenced to such and such and such. Well, I hope Trump gets at least, with 41 counts, it's what, 10 years each count, I think it is, 20 years. It'd be like close to 400 years in prison. Well, something like that. Of course, then you've got 3 other trials that are going on. You've got the one in D.C., the election fraud trial, and then you've got the documents case, SIPA case trial. Well, Cannon is being stupid, and I hope the 11th Circuit will wake up and say, nope, tell you what, we're yanking you off that case. We're transferring that case to another court that has experience handling these type of cases, and you're hereby removed from the bench. And this is what they should do. Okay, they need to uphold justice, and Cannon's not doing it. She's a Trump supporter, and politics should have no place in criminal cases. Okay, when somebody breaks the law, that's it. So I hope that trial will resume quickly. And she should not postpone it indefinitely. The case is not going to go away. And Jack Smith will probably go back to the 11th Circuit and fix that issue. Now, the international news, Iran lost its president. He went down in a chopper crash. Him and I think 7 other government officials also died, including the pilot and co-pilot. And they're investigating why it went down. Because he was supposed to he's flying to another part of Iran with something. Anyway, so I find that kind of, I don't agree with Iran's setup of government. Okay, they should separate religion from politics and not either run roughshod over people. But that's my opinion. Now, when I was a student at a community college here, and I headed a study group. And we were studying U.S. government history and study history and everything else. Well, those in my study group were international exchange students. And many of them were from the Middle East, from Iran, Iraq, UAE, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, the Middle East countries around there. And there was a student from Israel. And of course, keep in mind, this was the 1970s, late 1970s. And and of course, you have the other countries saying they're attacking Israel, which they should not be attacking Israel. They should have just left them alone. Well, at that time, Golda Meir was the prime minister there. Interesting thing was, she has a dual citizenship. She has Israeli citizenship, and she has American citizenship. And she taught grade school. She was a kindergarten teacher over here in the States. Well, she was called back she went to Israel for something, but anyway, they asked her if she could be temporary, at that time, I think it was like temporary prime minister. ultimately she got elected again that time. But she would not put up with any crap. But she did not pull any of the stupid stuff that Netanyahu is doing, okay? She was trying to maintain the peace more than anything. So, anyway, along with that, International Criminal Court today has issued a arrest warrant for Netanyahu and for the Hamas leader regarding the October 7th attack on each other. Hamas had no business attacking Israel, and Israel had no business attacking, well, it's a mess, but it needs to be cleaned up. But Netanyahu has caused genocide over on the Palestinian side. He didn't care about the citizens over on the other side. And the guy's an idiot, okay? For years they coexisted really well, okay? But why don't they just make Palestine a separate nation and calm things down, work things out, and they'd be surprised they all go in the same goal that they want peace. Okay? And Netanyahu is an idiot. He really is an idiot. He's sort of like Trump, very selfish. And I think now Israel needs a new president. Needs somebody that uses more common sense and saying, hey, we need to, yes, we have a right to defend ourselves. But when it comes to war, you want to avoid hurting citizens as much as you can on that. So, anyway, I hope the ICC does, they should go in there, since they have the arrest warrant, they should go in there, grab Netanyahu and grab the Hamas leader and drag him out of there and put him in prison. And say, no more. Because not only Netanyahu did that, but the actions that he's done and the Hamas leader's done have harmed a lot of people, including some were American citizens that live and work over there. You know, that do international social services and everything. So, so we'll just have to wait and see. Again, if you want to do more information, go to MidasTouch.com, subscribe. They're on Facebook, or not on Facebook, they're on YouTube. I go on YouTube for their thing, and you know, their notifications, it'll notify you when they do have their live shows, or just watch, they will record their videos and then they will post it if they're not going live. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will see you on Friday at 1 o'clock as always, because this week I'm going to be busy. Then of course today, waiting for Loki's food to come in from Chewy. And of course my food from Tovela to so I can have my dinners, lunch and dinners. And yes, I will. And take care, stay safe, and I'll I'll talk to you guys later. Okay? Love you all. Bye-bye.